Hello guys, welcome to the channel Smart Study. So in today's lecture we are going to discuss about the joint roll gliding or roll gliding. So we are going to talk about the roll gliding, and then we are going to talk about that what is rolling and what is gliding. We have to talk about this separately for better understanding. First of all, our concern is about what is roll gliding, joint roll gliding. So in a healthy joint, functional movement means that bone rotation produces joint roll gliding. So roll gliding is the combination of rolling and gliding movements which take place between two joints surfaces in the spine. Actually, the spine between the two adjacent vertebra in a mobile segment. Also, relatively more roll gliding is present when joint surfaces are more congruent, means it is flat or curved, and more rolling occurs when the joint surfaces are less congruent. So what does that mean? That more gliding represent when joint surfaces are more congruent. Congruent means it is flat or curved, and rolling is occurs when joint surfaces are less congruent. So now let's talk about what is rolling. Actually, rolling occurs when new equidistant point on one joint surface come into contact with new equidistant points on another joint surface. Rolling also possible between the two incongruent surfaces. What are the incongruent surfaces? Let's take the example like surface of unequal radii or curvature. In fourth slide we have the two figures. First figure shows us the rolling convex surface, and second one shows us the rolling concave surface. So the direction of rolling component of joint roll gliding is always in the direction of the bone movement. Next, what is the term gliding? Gliding occurs when the same point on one joint surface come into contact with new point on another joint surface. Means the pure gliding is the only movement possible between flat or congruent curved surfaces. Since there are no completely curved, congruent, or entirely flat joint surfaces, like pure gliding doesn't occur in human body. We have talked about the roll gliding, which is also concerned or associated with the bone rotation. Next, what is rolling? We also talked about two examples. Next, gliding. Next is direction of glide or direction of gliding. So the direction of the gliding component of joint roll gliding associated with a particular bone rotation movement depends on whether a concave or convex articular surface is moving. So if a concave surface moves, joint gliding and bone movement are in the same direction. If a convex joint surface is moving, then joint gliding and distal bone movement are in opposite direction. So with the movement restrictions, hypomobility, normal joint in roll gliding is often disturbed. So usually the restricted movement is associated with an impaired gliding component, which may allow joint gliding, rolling to occur without its associated gliding. So highly congruent points, whether flat or curved, are relatively more affected by impaired gliding. A common goal is in our approach to OMT is to restore the gliding component of the roll gliding to normalize the movement mechanics. Next, what is the abnormal roll gliding? So joint rolling movement in the absence of gliding can produce a damaging concentration of a force in a joint. So on the same side toward which the bone is moving, joint surface tends to compress and pinch into articular structure, which can cause injury. At the same time, on the side opposite to the bone movement, tissue can be overstretched. In the next slides, we can see that there are the two figures represent us, which illustrate that how damaging compression forces may occur when the treating hypermobile joints with the long lever rotatoric techniques, or with the short lever techniques applied parallel to a convex articular surface. First figure shows us that the joint compression can result from forced passive bone rotation. stretching through a long river and second one through the short river.